Hey guys, Namaste. Hope you all are doing well. I am Suyash and I welcome you to Let's Simplify, the only YouTube channel where you learn graphic designing along with practical printing tips and techniques. In our today's class 5, we are going to learn about the pick tool and the freehand pick tool. In order to explain the uses and working of the pick tool, let's draw a rectangle with the help of the rectangle tool over here. We will left click and drag to draw a rectangle. Now let's select the pick tool from our toolbox. So as we move our cursor over it, we can see its name. Let's select it. So with the help of the pick tool, we can hold, move or reposition, resize, rescale, skew and rotate our object. So as we select our object or click over it, we can see these are the handles for resizing and skewing the object. Now I will recommend you to follow me as I explain you so that you will get a proper, clear and practical idea of the working of the pick tool. Let's move our object, or we can say repositioning of the object. So for that, we will left click and hold on the object. By this we will hold the object and we will drag or move to another position and release. So that was easy, right? Now as we select our object, we can see these black colored handles around it. So if we will left click and hold any one of these handles, then we can stretch that side of the object. Like this, we can resize our object from that particular side. But guys, if we do the same thing by holding the shift key, then we can resize the object from both the sides equally. Like this. Now if we will hold on the corner handle and drag, then we can rescale the object from that particular corner. Like this. Now I am going to hit the undo command over here, that is Ctrl Z, to go one step backwards. So guys, now let's hold on the shift key and drag the object from a corner. By this, we are scaling the object from all the corners proportionately. Now let's learn to rotate our object. And for that, first we will double click over the object. Now we can see that our handles have changed to the rotating handles. So with the help of these handles, we can rotate our object in any direction and angle. Now I would like to give you a useful tip. If we want to rotate our object in a 15-degree increment, then we will hold the Ctrl key and rotate. So we can see over here, we have rotated our object in 15 degrees. And if we will do it once again, then we can see a 15-degree increment in the angle of rotation. Over here, we will undo the command Ctrl Z. Now let's double click on the object. Now we are able to see the rotating handles and the skew handles. With the help of these skew handles, we can skew the object like this. The next tip, or we will call it as the command, is the crucial one. If we want to move the object in the constraint of the x-axis or the y-axis, that is moving the object vertically or horizontally in a line, then we will select and hold our object and move it by holding the control key. So we can clearly see that our object is moving in the constraints of x and the y axis respectively. Now guys, let's learn some duplication tips. We can duplicate our object by holding it, then moving it to our desired place, and while holding the left click of the mouse, we will right click to duplicate. We can also duplicate this object in one more way. As we click or select the object, we can see these handles. Now in order to duplicate, we will hold this handle on the left side and drag it towards the right side and right click to duplicate the object. But as we can see, the size of the duplicated object is not the same as that of the original object. So let's do it once again. We will hold the left side handle and drag towards the right side. But before clicking the right click, we will press the control key. Now we can see the duplicate box that is in the blue outline is having the same size of that the original one. Now if we will release the control key, then the size changes. But if we hold the control key, then we get the same size. And now while holding the control key, we will right click so we can see our new duplicated object on the right side. We can also do this duplication by holding the top side or the bottom side handle of the object. And guys, if we want to continue this duplication process, then we will hit the Ctrl R command, that is the repeat command. By this we can get the series of our objects. We can use the pick tool to select a specific object and delete it. We can also drag over the objects and select them and delete them. In order to select the multiple objects, we can do that by holding the shift key and then select the objects. Now let's delete everything and draw a new object with the help of the rectangle tool. One more tip I would like to give you is that over here while drawing the rectangle, if we hold the control key, then we get a proper square like this. Now let's draw one more rectangle, but this time hold the shift key. By this we are able to draw a proportionate rectangle. One more tip that you are going to use each and every time while designing a project is that if we want to bring the object to the center of our page, then we will select it and press the P key on the keyboard. P stands for page. Now with the help of the pick tool, we can increase the outline of this object from here like this. We can also fill colors in our object. For that we just have to select the object and now we will left click on any color from the color palette. So the left click is to fill the color inside the objects. Now if we want to change the outline color of the object, then we will right click on the color swatch. So we can see the outline color has changed. If we want only the outline color and we don't want the fill color for this object, then we can left click on the very first color swatch, that is no fill swatch. By this we can see only the outline. We have removed the color from the object. Now if we want only the fill color and we don't want any outline to our object, then we will fill the color, and this time we will right click on the no fill swatch over here. So we have now removed the outline of the object. The next step is for duplicating the object. We can also duplicate the object by selecting it and just hitting the plus key, that is on the extreme right on our keyboard. So that's cool, right? The next step is so far the best step till now. If we have two objects, the first one in blue and the second one in red, the blue object over here is bigger than the red object. Now if we will place the blue object over the red object, then we can see the blue object is overlapping the red object. The red object is behind the blue object. Now if we want to select the red object and if we will click here, then we can only select the blue object as it's above the red object. But guys, we want to select the red object, right? So for that we will select the red object by holding the Alt key like this. We will hold the Alt key and click. It's called as dig selection. That's awesome, right? So guys, we have learned each and everything about the pick tool. Now let's go to the next page. On this page we have few stars over here. The one in black, red and white. Now guys, if we want to select only the red star and the white stars in it, then first we will try with the help of the pick tool. Remember, we don't want the black stars that are around this red star. So with the pick tool we will first select the red star and move it aside like this. Now we can see that only the red star has got selected, whereas the white stars are still on our page. Let's undo the command. Now let's try it by doing the drag selection and move it aside. So now we can see that we have selected the red and the white stars. But guys, we have also selected the black stars along with the red and the white stars. Let's undo the command, Ctrl C. And now we will move towards our next tool, that is the freehand pick tool. For that we will move the cursor onto the pick tool over here. We can see a black arrow in the bottom right corner. Let's click on it. So now we can see the slide out menu of the pick tool and we can find the freehand pick tool over here. Let's select it. Now with the help of this freehand pick tool, we are going to draw a selection around this red star. We are going to left click, hold and drag to draw the selection. This way we can select only the red and the white stars. So we will use the freehand pick tool for such type of selections. Now let's move on to the next page. On this page we have few objects. Now if we will select partially with the help of the freehand pick tool, then we are not able to select that object. because they are not selected completely. But if we hold on the Alt key and move our cursor and make the partial selections, then those objects will get selected like this. So this was the complete explanation of the freehand pick tool. I hope you have got a better idea of the pick tool and the freehand pick tool. So that's it for today. We will meet in our next class. I hope you like this video. So please don't forget to hit the like button and share. I am also waiting for your comments. To keep yourself updated with the tips and tricks of graphic designing and printing, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Let's simplify. Thank you.